Oh, I was excited to be here, and then I saw the backdrop, and I'm a little bit upset because normally I insist on a black background to make me look slimmer because I always wear black so I can blend in. And what they've done is they've kind of they're taking the piss really because they put a picture of a naked woman behind me, so it's like they're kind of taunting me and giving you something to focus on. She's quite kempt for a lady from the old days, isn't she? Was you having a look? I was having a look. Yeah, so, I wear black quite a lot because I've put on a lot of weight, and someone said it makes you look slimmer, right? But obviously we've had a really good summer, haven't we? And we've had a heat wave. And when you wear black the whole time in summer, it's really depressing, and I think that's why they call it morbid obesity. Do you know what I mean? So I've tried to add a bit of colour today, just a little bit of white, just to join in. I've got a quick health and safety notice just for the people in the front row. I just need you to know that I'm wearing body-shaping leggings. Now, this doesn't affect the rest of you, but... that you don't get to choose what body shape. They come out this size, and you have to squeeze them over. And what's happened is I've had to pull them right up to here. And I'll tell you what, I can feel it happening now. It's like a roller blind, right? It's up here, but it don't want to. It's moving it. So if you see some movement, it's not alien, right? Don't try and lunge at me and rescue me. It's just the belly's just going to come out. So I'm just going to stand up straight and hope. Do you know what? I've just realised I've made a mistake. I'm so embarrassed. I've accidentally worn my medal on stage. I didn't mean to. I'm so embarrassed. Oh, my God. I only wore it to get a seat on the tube at rush hour. Did you do that as well? I wear it because people think I've just run a marathon, so they let me have a seat, you know. And I didn't want you to think that I'd worn it so that you like me instantly and think I'm a charitable person, because that would be really vulgar, wouldn't it, madam? Sorry. Well, it's so hot in here. That's the kind of thing that I just wouldn't resort to. So, you know, I could talk about me fanny, or I could do the politics. Shall I do the politics quickly first? Because I've only got a little bit of that. So I think the X Factor's probably fixed. Okay, so the fanny stuff, right? No, I won't go there. Is everyone having a nice day? Because do you know what? I'm quite excited to see people because I've had a day all by myself. I went to the cinema all by myself today, which is fine because I'm an independent woman and I enjoy the movie more. But it's Orange Wednesday, isn't it? So I couldn't even find one person who would have a free ticket with me. I could have just given it away to a tramp on the street, but no one wanted to come and see the film. So, it's nice to just be out and see people. And I kind of felt the same way when I went to the cinema on my own as I did when I was trying to find a bottle of Coke with my name written on it. I just couldn't find one. I found a Mohammed, but there was no Suzy. I don't know if that's me being edgy, but there was no Suzy, so I just bought one with friends written on it, which then made me realise I need to buy two because I look a bit sad if I just buy one with friends. So that's how they get you, innit, Coke? And it's a bit like the situation when you order a takeaway for 5 people, but you're on your own. You know when you do that? And you answer the door to the man, and you feel a bit embarrassed, so you call up the stairs to your imaginary friend, say, see, the takeaway's here. And see, the thing is, the takeaway people got to know me, and I realised I have to be a bit more elaborate. So have you seen Home Alone, when he does the cardboard cutouts in the window? And pretends he's having a party? Well, you know when HMV closed down, they had this big cardboard cutout of Take That, so I took that home. And now I go, Gary, Robbie, takeaways here. That's nice. So I haven't got a boyfriend. So it's nice to be doing this job. Seriously, nice to be doing this because I did have a day job up until a few months ago. And when people come up to you after gigs, Tom, they must do it to you a lot and say, don't give up the day job. You know when they do that? People were doing that to me. And I didn't want to, but I did. It wasn't really my decision. It was kind of HR. Because I worked at Madame Tussauds, the wax museum. Has anybody been? Because it's really good work in there. No, you've not been. It's really realistic. The wax figures are proper lifelike. And every job's got its perks, right? And if you could be alone in a room with a life-size Johnny Depp as Captain Jack Sparrow, and he couldn't run away, and he couldn't move, you would, wouldn't you? You'd climb on. Yeah. See, she's agreeing with me, right? But when I had my disciplinary, they didn't like that. Apparently, after a certain amount of rubbing, the wax is not that durable, and there was quite a big dent in his face. See, I tried to lie my way out of it. When I was getting my verbal warning, I said to her that I was just changing the light bulb above his head, and I slipped off the stepladder onto his face. That's not what happened. I would have got away with it, but I forgot about the CCTV, so I had to sit there with her and watch the video, and she looked horrified, but I think she was impressed because I'd done a handstand, so, She just said to me after that, just be careful, it's there for people to look at, not for you to touch. And I did point out, it says on the leaflet, interactive attraction, and I was just pointing it out to because I didn't wait till closing time. I just wanted to make a show of it, And after that, they said, you want to watch yourself, keep your hands to yourself. So they put me in the shop on the tills, to keep my hands busy. So I'd kind of lost interest in the job, and I wasn't really, chatty to the customers. And I used to get away with skiving and not really dealing with them, because if they were coming towards me and they looked like they were going to complain, I'd just go. And loads of times I got away with it, and they'd just walk on past and ignore me. But then Adele got really popular, and people started taking photos, And it turns out Adele fans are touchers as well, so I used to come in on my day off. So that was my job. So I did that for a while, and then I realised I need to do something else. And I tried to become famous quickly because, I thought, well, doing comedy's all right, but, you need to get on telly, don't you? So I tried a reality show, and I thought I'd done really well. I filmed with them, and they told me when it was going to be on. So me and my flatmates are sitting there in our Snuggies waiting for it to come on. Do you know what a Snuggie is? It's a blanket with sleeves, sir. It will change your life. Do you know what it is? All you have to do, if you haven't got one, just put your coat on backwards. It's exactly the same thing. But we were sat there in our Snuggies, right, watching it, and they cut me out of the programme. I was absolutely gutted. Does anybody here watch Embarrassing Bodies? Because I thought I'd done a really good job, right? I got there, and I've seen that programme. It's the one where they're too embarrassed to go to their doctor, so they go to Channel 4 and get their bits out, don't they, in HD. And I thought, well, I'll get instant fame. I'll be a household name. I'll go there, get my bits out, and then, that'll be it, my passport to fame. And I got there. I met Dr. Christian. Do you know the one I mean? He's kind of really unattractive, but really attractive. I met him, and I knew I've seen that programme before, so I just dropped my pants and went, go on then, have a look. And they were right in there with the camera, mind, and they asked for a wide-angle lens at one point, which was quite rude. But he was having a rummage, right, Dr. Christian? He's having a good look. He wore gloves because he's a gentleman. And after about 5 minutes, he said, what exactly is the problem, Miss Bennett? Why are you here? And I said, I'm just a bit lonely. I think that's why they cut me out. It wasn't really that. It was because I realised that caused a bit of tension. So afterwards, I went, why are you down there? He didn't like that either. Turns barking up the wrong tree with him, apparently. But I'm getting a bit sweaty. I do apologise. I've been out all day. I did have a little wash before I came here, though. I didn't want to come here unclean, Well, I say wash. You know those little KFC wet wipes? You know the little ones? Well, this is a top tip, ladies. Don't go to Boots and buy the expensive ones, right? Because they give them out free in KFC. So what you need to do, just fill your handbag, right? And then if you need to have a little shower, you can have a whole shower with a KFC wipe, 5 KFC wipes. Yeah, it's quite good if perhaps you cop off after a gig or something. I'm not suggesting you would, but you haven't got time to have a shower, so you have a little wipe round with a KFC wipe. But, everyone likes lemon. Apart from that, I went on with this bloke the other day, and it turned out he had a severe citrus fruit allergy, which caused swelling, which was a bonus, frankly, in his case. But, I've got a lot of top tips like that, because I live in London, I have to save money and stuff, and I'm from Devon originally, and my mum does worry about me. She phoned me up the other day. Has anybody heard this, right? If you swipe your Oyster card and you've got your debit card in the same wallet, it can take money off your debit card. Has anybody heard that? It was in the papers. My mum told me that, and I said, Mum, that's an old wives' tale. Which is obviously historically inaccurate, but, I just wanted to reassure her. And that didn't get a laugh, but I thought of it just then, so that's fine. Shall I talk about diets or my fanny? I'll talk about diets. So I'm currently trying the five... I've only got 8 minutes! Stop laughing. No, don't stop laughing. So has anybody tried the 5.2 diet? It's the latest... You must have heard of it, right? Right, this is what you do. Apparently, for 2 days you fast and you only have 500 calories, which is like, I don't know, a Kit Kat. And then for 5 days, you eat normally. So basically, my version of the 5.2 diet, you binge solidly for 5 days, and then you go into a 48-hour food coma and sleep. So all the celebrities are doing it, Martin Clunes. So you should try that. That would be nice. I've done them all, me. I did the Atkins diet. I got addicted to pepperonis and pork scratchings. That wasn't not the healthiest way, is it? But, I could often be found at parties with a straw in a profiterole, sucking out the cream. Anyway, I didn't want to disappoint you and not do fanny stuff, but I just thought I need to be a bit more edgy and get out there and do more things. But I can adapt to the audience, because I once, recently, I was booked for a sci-fi convention, and I looked out and I don't know nothing about Doctor Who. I don't watch Doctor Who or Star Trek, and I thought, oh my God, I've got nothing to say to these. I had to do half an hour in front of these. Well, they were all like beardy, overweight men in Star Trek T-shirts, so I knew I'd cop off after the show. But I just thought, no, I've got a job to do. I've got to entertain them. And, I can't talk to them about my fanny because, let's face it, they're sci-fi fans. Most of them have not seen one for a very long time, unless it was in Grand Theft Auto. And then, I don't approve of that behaviour. It's paid for, isn't it? But I thought, what am I going to talk to them about? I don't know about Doctor Who. But I went on stage, and then inspiration struck me. And I looked at all these sad men, bless them, with their skin complaints and their black T-shirts, very slimming. And I said, my fanny's a bit like the TARDIS. So I'll leave you to think about that. And thank you very much. You've been lovely. Cheers.